All right, now we're going to have a look at the our shower operation, which is in process. Now, the last time we looked at this, we saw all the rotted material underneath this floor. It's all been replaced. We've done some framing upgrades. We actually blocked all the way around the outside, and we've also caulked. We used liquid nails on everything, so everything's structurally sound. And then we also caulked all the way around the perimeter. Not really necessary, but, well, we had a good time doing it. Now, I just want to explain how Gary's working on this shower. This shower actually has a slope as it is right now. Underneath this pan, this is a 40 mil pan, and underneath here is actually a pre-slope made of mortar. So what he's done is on top of the plywood subfloor that we put down, he then created a slope to start the sloping process for the floor. He does that so the pan doesn't actually sit against wood. He doesn't want that pan floor sitting against wood. And then he puts his pan in, and what he does is there's no cutting with the pan. His pan actually gets folded, and you can see where the pan comes up the wall here. Now this is very much different if you look at the first video with the shower. This is very different from the way the original guys did this. He ran his pan up the wall, folded it so there's no cuts in it, and then he brings his Durock down on top of that, and then he puts his curb, which he poured. This is just a solid aggregate concrete. He puts the curb right up against the Durock. And you can see he's done that at both ends here. Not only that, but this curb also has 3/8 or number 4 rebar in it as well. So now, today, what he'll do is he'll remove all this form material, and he'll have a solid concrete curb that has very little opportunity to crack. It's not a bunch of blocks of wood, which is typically what a lot of guys do, that has Durock on 3 sides. So we don't have any chance that this is going to leak or there's going to be any cracking or anything like that. Now what he's going to do today is he's actually going to do his post slope into the drain area. He's going to pour concrete in here, and this is going to be his final surface that he's actually going to adhere the tile to. After he does that, he will red guard, which is waterproofing this, all of the Durock, all of the concrete material, and it'll basically all get a coating on top of it that'll be completely waterproof, and he'll be able to apply his tile to it with a thin set bond. You can see in here, this is more of the Demilec insulation, and they actually gave us just about 2.5 inches. So even at 2 inches, we would have gotten the code standard, which is R13, but they gave us just a little bit more of it. He went a little bit thicker with it, and so we got just a little bit more, and that was a nice thing to be able to get for that. And that was all of these walls right up to the window here, and then we also did this area behind the tub. Now you see at the tub, we don't have the moisture, steam issues. We don't have the problem with water. But what we did do is originally this tub had about a 10-inch splash around it, and so the valve was actually just on the drywall. Well, you get wet hands up turning the valve off or turning it on. You know, you really don't want that on the drywall, and the opportunity for water to start to leak behind the mortar, the grout joint. So what we've done is we've just brought this Durock up, and we're going to bring the tile level up so it encases the valve as well as the spout. And then he's got a border that'll go across here to about the 24-inch height. This will be about a 4x8 border all the way around here. And then he's got a tile that it'll be the same tile that he's going to put on the floor of the shower. So it'll be a mosaic that goes inside there. It's a 3/4 by 3/4 square. Okay. All right, and then the final thing that we've done in here, the final thing that we're doing in here, as well as the work on the tub and the work on the shower, is we're going to put in a kick space here. And what we've done is we've had our electrician come in and help us decide what we wanted to put in here. And we've put in a lot of kick space heaters before, but typically we put them in new construction while the work is going on. What we've had to do here is we've had to retrofit this a little bit, and we had to, the most important thing was trying to figure out how to get this wired. So what he had me do is I removed the kick space that was under this cabinet. This seemed like the best location. It was halfway between the tub and the shower, and it was about center of the room. And so we removed this so he could access underneath this cabinet. And then on the wall, we were going to look at putting the controller here, but this appears to be a point load or something, so this is solid. So instead of opting to put it where you have to reach over the toilet, we opted to put it over on the right-hand side of the vanity over there. So that'll be an actual thermostat controller. They'll be able to set, turned on from up there instead of having to reach under here. This unit will fit, it's about 3.5 inches tall. It'll fit very comfortably under there. And then when it's finished, it'll look very much like the vent that comes out of the center. So it'll look like they just have two vents on the front. And then he's done all this pre-wiring. And when the tile guy is all done with his work and we've cleaned the place up, then he can come in, set that unit in there and screw it in and wire it up. And then we'll finish it out with some new kick space material.